Hey guys, this is Kidrob speaking, and today we are going to continue our little let's play of Automation, the car company tycoon game with Willy McSpeck, Dickie McSpeck's grandfather, who is building luxury vehicles you don't want to get out of, and also large enough windows to pass through big loads of currywurst, because currywurst is the best. And what we are doing here is selling our first car, which we are overproducing slightly, but selling pretty well. Each month we are selling loads of cars into the luxury segment here, which is much larger than the luxury premium segment. But as you can see, out of the 2.5 cars we could sell into the luxury premium segment, we are selling 2.3 cars each month. And that is pretty good. Because that means that market will grow fast, and this market is really prestigious, and well, we still need to just sell our cars at that price point. We are having a we're playing at a high difficulty. It is insane difficulty. It uses one markup and one desirability multipliers, and currently, well, sitting on a little bit stock, but making money nonetheless. So a good start, and very soon, as you can see here, we're already 4 years into the game, and we haven't started engineering our second car yet. And that is something you shouldn't forget. It's like, oh yeah, I want to see how it sells. Well, yeah, don't wait too long, because if we wait longer than like 1951, start of 1951, then this car will be out of date already, and you will get into trouble, because it will stop selling after a while. And we can see continuous growth in these segments here. They are growing a lot, aren't they? So we are almost there. Let's just check our sales. They have grown overall, yep. And the market awareness is going up. Very nice, 44%. I like to see that. And our reputation and prestige are doing really well too. Oh no, we are in another downtrend. Wow, this is really bad. This is really bad times right now. So we basically started into a depression, it seems. Region economy? Well, that's normal. But yeah, this one would probably be higher, but it's not really that bad. I expected it to be much worse at this point. But just wait until the year ticks over. It might be on the way down quite significantly again. Probably right now it's about at the 50 mark here. And yeah, let's just tick it over. And let's see, once we hit the new year, how much taxes we're paying. We're paying 19 million in taxes, and we are back up to 71 million. That's certainly enough to upgrade our factories. And we still have lots of cars in stock too. And the region economy, yeah, you can see it dropped below the 50 line here. So we had this little slowdown in the slowdown, and then now it's just dropping again. That's pretty bad. I hope it's not getting super crazy bad, but you never know with the economy. They are randomized after all. And so we need to start our next car. And I think what I'm going to do here now is, seeing how well we sold those, we have made quite a bit of profit. We're just putting a new car into production, or not into production, but rather, ooh, look at that. We can use this car if we wanted to. Although I'm a bit hesitant to do that because our brakes are still so shit. It's difficult. All right. No, the brakes are too shit to get this monster straight. So let's build another one of these. They're still not that old, so should be doing pretty well. Let's just morph it accordingly and then put a grill on it, and we won't be designing the rest, as we've seen how slow that is in the current build of the game. Open beta and all. Oh, I forgot. No, I didn't forget anything. That's all good. We don't want to go with monocoque yet, because that needs the presses add-on, which costs a lot of money. And we don't have that money yet. Now let's go with the handmade stuff, and ladder doesn't need any presses, so that's perfect. And put a big old grill on that, a little bit larger than last time, prefer, so that we can have even more cooling. 300, Sounds about right. Let's put that on. And forward. No, not forward, but rather rear wheel drive. And let's build another nice V12. Yes, you can't currently use engines which you have designed previously. Otherwise, we would, in this case, just reuse the old engine design and give it a slight upgrade. So you are running much higher costs now that you have to build new engines all the time. And the brakes have gotten 4 years better. So I think we can try to go with a 5-liter V12 instead of a, what did we have, a 4.5 liter? Still push rod though, we don't want to make any power. And rev very, very low. But again, with the +8 tech pool here to give us more reliability and to not tank our reputation. Short cast here, and then we strangle the... Oh, that is too large. 130 should be good. Dual exhaust. I choose dual exhaust to make it a little bit quieter. Oh, and now we have reverse flow. That's even better, of course. That's awesome. That should make it much quieter and a more pleasant engine to use. So 143. Ooh, that's a lot of power though. Not a fan of that. Let's lower the rev limiter. We are strangling it like crazy already, so there's not much we can do about that. Throttle response is nice and low. You want to have a comfy vehicle to basically be smooth all the way through and not react at all. Because you're not driving it anyway. It doesn't have to be fun for you, right? So that's all good. Right, a little bit more compression here. And I think we're good. This looks like a torque curve, which is super easy to drive as you never really have to shift. And exhaust is so strangling, so bad. But yeah, if you don't want power, then you don't want power. We could go for an automatic, but automatics are so shit back in the days. So I don't really know. We could have a try with that. Let's first go with a 4-speed manual. And then see what the upgrade to a... Oh, upgrade. Oh, it depends on how you see it, right? Could be considered a downgrade too, to an automatic with 2 gears. So no differential, and this spacing is good. And here we just choose the same stuff as before. We should be able to get slightly wider tires. Alright, yes, you can see that by default we are having 145s now at the larger size. 1 isn't enough. 2, yeah, with 2 we get 155s, and we want 145s in the front. One of these bugs again. Have to go down and then up again to make it really select that. And yes, tires are good. Muscle guard, rams. Our rams. We don't have mags yet. The mags are coming. Well, later in the years. They are already in the game. That's not what I meant. And we do need maximum size here. Probably here too, just like last time. And last time we had to went crazy at +7 or +8 even. And now probably not quite as bad. We do use all the cooling, which also slows us down, which is good because that means that we don't get quite as much brake fade if the top speed is lower, because it's partially tested from top speed down to 0 and then repeated quite a lot of times. And here we are going with the... Oh, we have the phonograph! Oh, that's nice. Phonograph and power steering. Is there... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. No, I don't think we should select that yet. So power steering is one thing, but these are both techs which are unlocked for us because of our tech pool of +5, but individually they cost us 8 tech points. So we end up at -3. Ouchies, ouchies. So this one gives us... yeah, the trouble is here. The trouble is the luxury option here has been exchanged with the phonograph. So I think we are going phonograph and no power steering. And that just means that you have to hire Arnold to get your car steered with the mighty V12 in the front. But at least you have a phonograph. And we're going for advanced 50 safety. Oh, don't forget this tech pool. And that's looking good. Comfort again, and just tune the suspension real quick. We need more here. A little bit more there. Maybe a little stiffer up front. That should be decent. And now what do we get? Yep, decent setup. Let's see. We have to tune that down again. 99. We can increase camber rear, and then we should be at 1. Yep, there we go. Perfect. And let's see how the brakes are doing. Oh. Ew. This doesn't get any better, does it? Fuck. Alright. Maybe go with more engineering time. And that ups things a little bit. It's just not enough, though. I mean... Another consideration would be to sacrifice a little bit of the GT segment by going narrower tires but larger rims so that we can fit bigger brakes in there. Well, first get up the markup, otherwise we don't see what's going on. So the GT premiums really like us, but we also have decent handling for what car it is. And we would certainly sacrifice that on narrower tires. So I'm not so keen on going larger rims like 16s and then putting bigger brakes in. And luxury segment, it's getting expensive for the luxury segment too. Oh, what to do there? These don't exist, so don't even think about it. GTs won't be buying our car much, but this is still looking pretty good. We don't want to scare these guys away, because they are the majority of our buyers currently. The upper tail of that distribution of buyers, of the luxury buyers, will be looking into buying one of our cars, as only 63% of them could potentially afford the car at 100% markup. But that is before it's being produced, and what we said last time was that we wanted to upgrade our factory to be more automated and get down the staff costs in production, which lowers the costs overall. So we'll see about this again after the factory tab. For now, we want to update this a little bit. What do we do about the brakes? +9, we are below 3 years right now, but the 9 there really hurts. That is more than half a year right there. Half a month. Just half a month. How many stats do we get? Well, the drivability is really nice. I kind of want that. So, yeah, let's go with this. All right, now we need to check our... Oh, we wanted to check the the automatic. Thing is, automatics completely kill any sportiness, so we will take a dive in... let's mark these. We want to keep track of... No, we want to keep track of the luxury segment, and we want to keep track of the GT premium segment. The luxury premium always will buy our car, no matter how expensive it is, basically. So, this is the settings now. We have 103.5 and 74.1. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a good change. It's a good change. We are... Oh, we're having lots of wheel spin, and that can be fixed. Like this. There we go. Yeah, I think that's worth it. Because the luxury segment is now much more keen on buying our car. Even at that markup, it's doing pretty well. They only care about drivability there and comfort. And comfort is really high with this. Nice. 53 versus 49. Yeah, that does make a difference. And we are upping that too. So, yeah, let's go with this. It's excellent. Excellent. That was a good choice. We don't need an automatic locker. No, 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 no. And are we all set up here? Let's check if the settings are right. Nope, they need to be a bit stiffer. As you can see, as long as everything gets greener when you up the damper stiffness, then you know you're going in the right direction. So that's the point where we stop, because we started to lose a little bit of comfort. And let's try the same on the rear here. And nope, we're losing comfort here already. So that's not what we want to do. That was one too much. But overall, it seems to be a good setup. Let's see if we can get down a little bit in ride height. That adds comfort even. Oh yeah, that's good. It makes the car handle better and ups our GT Premium rating ultimately. Just slightly, but yeah, let's keep it there. Oh, one thing we forgot with this one, and what we should do before, is going wider. If we are going wider, then we can... Let's see, where can we go wider? Can we morph here? Yes, very good. Then we have just better handling in general. And less of a wobbly car. So let's do that and go back to the tires. And push them out. Yep, you can see the curve is rising quite a bit. That should make us even better in GT Premium once we have re-optimized this. What does our... Ooh, our roll angle, of course, has gone down a lot. And do we have the means of fixing that? Well, yeah, we guess we do, but that's the wrong direction, obviously. So we do want to have more of this, but that makes our roll angle go down further. It needs to be a little softer, not harder. Now it's getting harder. And you can see comfort is taking a little hit here. So maybe now that wasn't a good idea, so let me restore that. Okay, re-optimized, and a little bit more spring stiffness in the rear was actually really good. And now I think this car is done, but we wanted to add one more into production. Didn't we say that? Like a convertible? So let's... oh, I forgot to name the car too. So this will be... let me just do one thing. I really need to get some names for these cars. Because this, as soon as you have more than one trim... Model 1 was fine. Model 1 still sounds like a decent thing, but Model 2, no, not really. No, I think what we are going for in theme would be names of German destroyers or battleships. And I need to check that out. Well, the most obvious one, of course, is the later entry, the Bismarck. And let's go with this one for now, and we just call this the... what would it be? It would be a coupe. So just for us to keep track, we call it that. We don't really care about the engine. It's a no-name engine, made by Wilhelm Speck. So now what we are going to do, if we want to make a new trim, is just go up here and clone it. And now we have the coupe clone. The coupe clone will soon be a convertible. And we go here, and we go here, and we choose the convertible, and there we go. Everything is good now. So now we have the convertible, and it doesn't need a new engine, but it does need to be a little bit retuned, because as you see here, everything is worse. It's horrible, and it's horrible because of well, not only the handling characteristics, but it's much more heavy than the other one. Alright, we just re-optimized that. Bottoming out is a slight issue. Yeah, not really. Let's leave it where it was. And now these two have dropped quite a bit, but we don't really care, because now the convertibles should be getting up there. Convertible super, convertible luxury. Yes, they are. Very good. So they really love that car, and that is exactly what we wanted. We just sell it at the same price, using the same engine, and everything is the same. It's all good. And now we get into engineering. So now we have two cars here. 3.3 years. Well, it's a good thing that we started early, isn't it? And do we need to do anything else here? I don't think so. 3 years is a long time. 2 years, 11 months. We want to get that up to 3.3. Got a little bit more of reliability there. We don't want to up the funding for either. And now we certainly do want to reuse the old factories and see what we can do to optimize the tooling. So right now the average production costs are $937 per car, and the costs of upgrading are basically nothing right now, which is good, but we are going to invest heavily in tooling. And now, wow, look at that. We take a third of the costs basically. So automation level 80. What does the upgrade? Oh, the upgrade is really expensive. We don't want that. And the tiny one, let's upgrade here too. It shouldn't be quite as expensive. 82, 80. Ah, that's much better. Yes, yes, yes. And we want to make like 9 of these maybe, and 2 of these. The convertibles aren't as requested as the others, I think. Oh, let's up this to 2.5 shifts, although that's also expensive. Just a little bit higher. We want to make a profit after all. A big, big sum profit. How many engines? Yeah, that's looking good. 12.9, and they're not costing us too much. Advancing here. Ooh, look at this. Almost 4 in a row. Problem with that is that the sales are lacking here because these categories don't exist. This is looking really good. At 100% markup? At 100% markup we have 134 competitiveness. That certainly rings a bell. And a big ka-ching in my ears. We could sell it even higher if we wanted to. Look at that, 120% markup and still going. But I assume competitors will be coming into the market, so let's first sell at this and then we can always up the price if needed. Also, we are heading into a recession, or we are in a recession, so maybe not go overboard with the pricing here. Wow, okay, these sales are big. These are big sales. And now let's advance. Oh shit, that's expensive. Will we be able to pay all that? I think we will. I think this should be good because we are making about 5 million a month profit from the other car we're still producing. The Model 1, the famous Model 1. And no, that should be good. So let's start this. And also we have still a bit of stock left. That's all good. Now let's accelerate time and see how it goes. Alright, we indeed did get quite a bit of profit still. We are building a stock, and that's not really a good nor a bad thing, I would say. We have more than enough cars in here currently to be selling all the way through until the new production starts after the factory needs to be shut down for upgrades. And yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Taxes of course suck, but talk about a newsflash, right? Let's see what the markets are doing. Ooh. Ew. It doesn't look good. We're dropping deeper and deeper, and the trend overall is still very negative. Like, this peak here was higher than this peak here, which points me to that this will be a big recession here. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Head and shoulder pattern. Head, shoulder. And there was probably one of these before there, which was just another peak which was about that size, or that height on that side of things, in the 30s somewhere. So we're not really doing that awesome here, but our awareness is climbing still, and what really helps us right now is the prestige we have built up. That just amps up our desirability for the cars enormously, and that makes us reach a much larger audience. Wow, look at that. We are the GT Premiums. Look at that. We are out of 38, we are selling 40 cars, and that is because we are so competitive in this market that we are drawing more people into that who want to buy our car than usually would do in that category. we basically convert people to be in that category. And luxury is still selling nicely. GT not doing poorly either. So overall, it's still going really good. 340 a month sales, and we are just waiting for this to finish up in May 1954. Yearly report. As we are engineering currently, we are having more costs than usual. Otherwise we would have paid much more in taxes. Still went up 20 million almost. It is more than just decent, I would say. We are getting a foot in the door here for the Gazmian luxury market, that is for certain. And one thing I'm noticing right now is that we are building so much stock here. We do need to cancel production at some point. And it's less than a year from now, and we do want to sell off this stock. If we go in there, then first let's cancel the production. So it's cancelled. And now let's revise the car. And we can revise down its pricing a little bit, because right now we have 19 months worth of stock. Oh yeah, you can see what's going on there. So let's sell it a little bit cheaper. At 70%, that's much better. And let's go to... Oh, this doesn't work. Oh, button doesn't work. Let's continue on. Oh no, a lower error. What is that? Well, just go out of here. Should be fine. Yeah, it was fine. Just Lure errored, but nothing happened. And it actually changed the price accordingly. So now we are selling properly. Now we are having 6 months worth of stock in here. And that seems to get perfect. That would be perfect. Just look at that. We will be out of stock when this one hits production, I think. Alright, and now production should start at the 1st of May, and we still have almost exactly 1 month worth of stock in the parking lot. So that's brilliant, actually. We should be able to sell out the rest pretty soon. And let's see how the Bismarck is doing. Yep, we still sold a few of these. Stock is getting down, and we are underproducing these. Ah, nice. Even though we did sell... Oh, wow. How is the economy going? Let's take a look. Whoa! What? This is awesome. We are selling plenty of cars into these markets. Market sizes, they are still falling. Wow. Let's take a look at the luxury. Ooh. Ooh. This is not looking pretty. Especially if this is a triple dip recession. First dip, second dip. And if it's really going down here again, let's take a look here. Market size, because these are shrinking again. So it's not really recovering just yet. And the sales price for this one are a bit too low, so let's revise the car. Oh yeah, it has really nice competitiveness in these segments. Let's move forward here. And we see that we can amp up the costs a little bit and still sell plenty. Up 20%. Very nice. We need more money so that we can upgrade our factory to sell even more cars. 1970 is when Farini unlocks. That's still far away. We don't need to care about this. Alright, let's just continue production for another year, I think. Oh, let's first see what the next month holds with the changed pricing. Oh yeah, that helped a little bit. Still selling out really easily. We're just sitting on 210 engines of this one. So our first Model 1, the most prestigious thing ever, got us a profit of $291 million. That wasn't too bad. And the Bismarck isn't doing bad either, getting us a lot of score. Alright, so here we are, 1955, and I think that is a good year to get into producing a new car, because as you remember from the production we just started before, the Bismarck, production of the Bismarck, or the design of the Bismarck, we had the issue that we could choose a phonograph or power steering. And now we should be able to choose both without trouble. And that would amp up the stats significantly. Also, there should be 2-shoe drum brakes available. And with that, I think it makes sense to make a new model a little earlier than we did last time. So not waiting 5 years, but rather just 4 to design a new model. And that we shall do in the next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you next time!